What's going on, guys? Cheez It here, and these are 10 easy tips and tricks to rank up fast. But first, before we get into this video, if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, my Twitch is linked down in the description. I stream over there pretty frequently. I also give educational content, as well as my TikTok that's also linked down below. I also give short form educational content over there. And finally, timestamps are across this video. But yeah, with all that being said, you guys, go ahead and move on to our first tip. Okay, so for this first tip, it's going to be prepping cams on where we want to attack. So let's say we are attacking a CCTV and cache here on Clubhouse, and it's the prep phase. So we have our drone, we're droning out, we find the site, and we're just scanning the defenders, and we just keep going deeper and deeper into the site and keep on scanning defenders. Now, it's not particularly wrong to farm farm scans on the defenders and farm intel on them, but I mean, you're just basically sacrificing your drone, and once your drone dies, it's just useless. So instead of doing this, yeah, sure, scanning a couple of defenders and scanning the bomb isn't bad, but go ahead and prep a cam on where you want to attack into. So always attacking directly into the site isn't always a good idea. So instead of this, we're going to want to attack garage and top rafters here. So instead of just sacrificing our cam, let's go ahead and get a prep cam. So an example of a prep cam is getting on top of this railing and then trying to propel our drone onto this platform. So we go ahead, get our drone on this platform now, make another simple jump, and now we have a prep cam on all of garage and all of rafters. So what this does is, obviously garage and rafters is a power position for us to get into CCTV and cache. So now that we have this prep cam and we can see all the defenders playing here, they don't know we have this cam on them, and it's going to make it a lot easier to not only kill the defender that's playing in here, but also take all of this space. So that's why having a prepped cam is very, very useful, especially when we're attacking externally outside of the bomb site and a power position. So yeah, not only are we able to get on this cam, but our teammates are also able to get on this cam. And yeah, that's why having a prepped drone is very, very good and very powerful and way better than just going in, scanning all the defenders, getting the bombs, and just, sacrificing your drone. Okay, guys, so now for our next tip is going to be masking the sound of what you're doing with shooting. So again, a simpler way to say it is covering what you're doing with shooting your gun. So example of this could be rappelling into a window, or dropping off a hatch, or dropping off a staircase, or even just jumping on top of something. So here, I'm gonna give an example real quick on rappelling. So here's what it sounds like when you rappel without shooting your gun, and here's what it sounds like with shooting your gun. Right, pretty big difference. And then the reason you should do this, guys, especially with rappelling, is so you can mask the sound of you rappelling in the building, so the defenders don't know that you're already in. And this will also confuse them and help you win a lot more gunfights. Or another example of this is jumping on top of something. So here's what it sounds like when you without shooting, when you jump on top of something. Right, you can hear you crunch on top of it, and then here's what it sounds like with shooting. Right, you can't even hear the animation happening. And especially with this, let's say you're taking a gunfight on someone with this on the door and you want to jump on top of it while shooting, they're not going to expect you to be on top of it, right? So their aim's going to be messed up, their aim level's going to be messed up, and it'll help you win a lot of gunfights. And another example of this that I already mentioned is dropping a hatch. So here's what it sounds like with dropping the hatch without shooting, and here's what it sounds like with shooting. Right, it masks the sound of you dropping and hitting the floor. So this can obviously be used for both attacking and defending, and it's just a really good habit to get into whenever you're trying to take a gunfight or you're never trying to reposition on top of something or drop off something. So yeah, get in the habit of doing this 100%, and it'll definitely help you guys win more gunfights and also rank up. Okay, guys, so now for our third tip. It's going to be during the prep phase, shooting the glass off the windows. So a perfect example of this is here in Bar and Cocktail. It's a very, attacking-oriented site with windows. So how to do this is real simple. Just making a little slit here in the barricade and destroying the glass off the barricade. Now do this for every single window on the site. And now what this does is it will enhance the sound of when attackers are rappelling outside of a window, or if you're doing on a window outside, it enhances the sound of footsteps and things like that. So it makes it much easier for you to hear the attackers when they're outside attacking a certain window, and it always gives you the upper hand because then you'll know where they're there and they can't really catch you off guard. So that's why you should be doing this during the prep phase, just shooting all the glass off the windows, especially nowadays, because obviously a lot of players love to attack directly through windows, especially in the lower ranks, and this will 100% help you guys rank up and always give you guys the upper hand on your opponents. Okay, guys, so now with our fourth tip, it's going to be how to open a wall with Hibana. So especially with this new ban system, you don't really see Thermite and Ace too much because they keep getting banned. So all you need is a Hibana to open up a reinforced wall. So it's real simple. Make sure you guys use your 4 pellets with your Habana gadget, and these 2 sets of diamonds right here are a really good indicator for the middle of the reinforced wall where we're going to use our gadget. So on this first set of diamonds, place your Habana charges as high as you can above it, and then on the second set of diamond, all you need to do is similar to the first one, but instead of placing it high, place it as low as you can. And just like so, all you have to do is pop your Habana pellets, and this will make the entire reinforced wall soft. So after this, you can use a Sophia gadget, or the Ash gadget, or even a breaching charge. And just like so, you can open up the entire reinforced wall, and all you need is Habana. So yeah, a real simple trick over here. Okay guys, so now with our next tip, it's going to be opening a cated hatch with Ace. So you can actually do this. So instead of just running Habana or bringing EMPs in your own hard breach, with a cated hatch, you can just open it with Ace. So all you have to do is on each side, so on the right and left side, just throw your Ace charge on both of them. And just like this, it'll actually open the reinforced hatch even when it's electrified, just like so. And it's just such a good thing to like use, and such a cool thing to learn as well. So yeah, really solid tip right here, and yeah, just real simple. Okay guys, now over here for our next tip, and it's going to be repositioning. So this works for both attackers and defenders, but I'm going to show it here for attackers. So let's just go ahead and say we're here in administration office, right? And we just got into a gunfight and we're looking to kill someone right here attacking through. So let's say a defender's on this door and we kill that defender. Off us killing the defender, we don't want to continuously hold this angle, right? So we have a couple of ways to reposition. We can either reposition here in manager's office and sit in this corner and wait for another defender to try to get a refrag, or we can rotate all the way around and come over here to copy room and hold this angle instead. So what I mean by repositioning is not always staying in the same spot when you get a kill. And again, like I said before, this goes for attacking and defending. Once you get a kill, always move around. Don't stay predictable and don't stay in the same spot. Otherwise, you know, the person you just killed is going to call out where you are, and if you're still there, you're just going to get refragged. So constantly moving, especially after getting a kill, is a very good thing to get used to and a good thing to keep doing. Okay guys, so now over here for our next tip. And I know this is going to sound very simple, but it literally is just stop sprinting. Simple as that, guys. Stop sprinting around as an attacker and a defender. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, but cheese it's going to help me get more kills, more gunfights, more engagements. No, it's going to limit the fact that you're going to be able to win a gunfight, because whoever you're facing, whether you're facing an attacker or a defender, it's going to give them more intel on where you are, and also more of a chance that you're just going to run into, you know, gunfire and shots. You know, simple as that. So stop sprinting around. Play more slow, you know, walk around more often, slow walk around more often. Only really sprint when you're trying to take like space fast or trying to get into a room fast where there's no like opposing attacker or defender, or if you're an attacker outside of running towards you know, the objective or running towards the building. Other than that, stop sprinting around like this. It's just gonna get you killed, and it's much better just to slow walk or walk around. Like, you know, walking around is basically like sprinting on Rainbow Six Siege, you know. So stop sprinting, guys, please. It'll help you win more gunfights, help you win more rounds, and playing slow is the way to go, especially on this game. Okay guys, so now for this next tip, this is the tip I see a lot of players not doing correctly, and that is where to plant the bomb and also what to do during post plant. So on every map and every bomb site, there are default plant spots. So for example, here on Chalet, the default plant spot is behind this garbage can when we're attacking the main wall. So knowing where default plant spots are as a new ranked player, or even as a veteran ranked player, is a really good thing to know, guys. So if you guys don't already know where default plant spots are on certain sites or certain maps, get to learn them. So another thing is, do not plant the bomb like in the middle right here or somewhere weird like that, because if a defender, for example, if I'm planting right here, right, and I get killed, the defenders can just hold the bomb because it's just in the middle, right? But instead, if I die right here on the like default plant spot, it's more recoverable. Another thing is what to do after planting the bomb. So let's say I go ahead, I get the bomb down right here on the default plant spot. Always having multiple players holding across. So don't just aim at the bomb like this. Instead, hold an angle where defenders are going to be coming from. So for example, fireplace staircase, blue staircase, or, you know, even connector, right? And then also holding off angles. So an off angle would be like vert from up top, or, you know, just holding close right here. And don't always just sit on the bomb, right? After you plant the bomb, don't just sit on it and hold an angle. Try to get out. And if you're in a 1v1, right, is another thing. Plant the bomb where, for one, you're in cover, and two, it's easy to hold on top of, right? So Playing the bomb also depends on how many numbers you have. So if you're in a 1v1 again and you're planting right here and you have no time, you can fake the plant, get an angle on something, or just plant default, right? But most of the time you just always want to plant default and then hold like crosses after post plant and don't directly just stare at the bomb, right? But yeah, that's the tip for post plant and where to plant the bomb. Okay guys, so now for our next tip and trick. All you have to do is with the Iana here on coastline, this is just something really broken that a lot of you guys may not know about. So here in Terrace, all you have to do is rappel on top of this balcony and break open this double door right here that leads into Solarium. And you're able to get a angle, first of all, into billiards, but you're also invisible to the defenders, and it's also really hard to see you even with the new siegex outline. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like from the defender perspective. Okay, so here's what it looks like from the defender's perspective. Even with the red outline, it's still really hard to see because of Iana's pale skin and her white hair. And obviously the entire background is just like super bright. So you can barely even see her. And even when you try to shoot her, you're just going to keep missing because you're just going to keep mistaking her for the lighting behind her. So yeah, really cool tip over here on coastline with Iana. Okay guys, so now for our 10th tip, it's going to be how to open up any barricade with just one melee. So all you have to do is come to the barricade, go ahead and melee it just like so, and you know you've done this correct when you have a little square like this, and then on the top right of where you meleeed, just shoot out a little bit of the barricade, and just like so you can vault through. It's a really good thing to learn to do because, you know, it's just really fast and much easier just to do that than just shoot down the barricade or just double melee it, right? So yeah, just real simple melee, 2-shot, and you can just vault through. And yeah, that works for any barricade in the game, by the way.